Welcome to the country. There's a bass tournament going on today here at the state park. That means those fish are really getting hammered. So I think I'm going to fish with something that these fish ain't never seen before. And a lot of you guys may have never seen before. So if you've been watching the channel very long, you know I got into making my own lures sometime last summer. And the first ones I designed and made and fished with and caught a lot of fish on are the ones I called the Machine. Got a bunch of them, different colors, sizes, and shapes. And I know that the fish haven't ever seen those before. A few of them have. I've caught fish on them, but most of the fish have never seen these things because they don't exist anywhere but in my tackle box. So I'm going to tie one on right here real quick. I'm going to get this guy right here. That's one of my favorite ones. We're also going to be throwing a glide bait around. I know there's not a fish in the world has ever seen that glide bait that I've got because it's the only one that exists like that, and I have yet to fish with it, so it's going to be all new for all the fish. Let me get this guy tied on real quick, then I'll show that one to you. We're going to make ourselves a pretty good walk here this afternoon over to what I call the smallmouth point. Let's pick out a couple hooks and put on this guy. I don't store my lures with the hooks on them. It's a good way to hook yourself. We just got the hooks here in the box. There we go, here's a couple of hooks. A lot of the old lures, I like to replace the hooks, and I can't afford to buy hooks for every lure I've got. So a lot of times, I just take the hooks off one lure when I switch them out, put them on the one I'm switching to. So I'm fishing with the same hooks a lot of times. Get on there, you. I got these extra heavy duty split rings on here. There we go. You never know what you're going to run into. You may need some heavy duty split rings like I did last year when I lost that big catfish. It straightened out the split ring. Alright. There's the Machine tied on right there. There he is. So the glide bait that I got tied on, like I said, one of a kind. This guy right here. Look at this one. Look at that thing. This is the debut of the red woody right there. I might go ahead and carry one more with me. Let's go ahead and carry this guy. This has got a MEPS on it, so we'll carry that too, just in case we happen to break off the machine. I'm going to start right here in the slough, but I already see a couple boats down there, so I'm sure the slough's already been fished today, probably a bunch of times. But you never know what you're going to run into when you come out here. I knew once I pulled up and I seen all the ninja fishermen out here. It's what my dad always called the guys that fish the bass tournaments, the ninja fishermen. They normally have all their UV protection on, their faces covered and hands and everything. So he always called them the ninja fishermen. Some guys going out across there probably going to the same little spot that I wanted to go to. But it's part of fishing a public lake, I guess. Alright, let's get you guys set up right here real quick. Alright, like that, right there. Pick up the machine. Throw him in there. Got him. Got him. Got one. Smallmouth. Smallmouth. I did it. I did it, guys. Holy cow, can you believe that happened? Can you believe that happened? Look right here. Look. Look at that. The machine. The machine got him. A smallmouth. Holy cow. You never know what you're going to run into, guys. Let me turn you out of the sun. Man, that was a cool deal right there. Easy fish, this thing. Thank you, Lord. That was a cool deal. I think I had you guys turned away. Not sure where the camera was pointing. But look right here. Smallmouth for the machine. That was a cool one. He nailed it out there. That's why I call this the smallmouth point. I've caught so many smallmouth right here off this spot. Oh. What a pretty fish that is. Man, I love those smallmouth. Let's get this guy back. All right, guys. The machine got it done. Whew. I got ran out of the slough by ninja fishermen. Just drove right up in there. Didn't care that I was standing there at all. So I walked way around here to the smallmouth point. I'm gonna stay here and fish probably till it gets dark. See what else comes up here. Let's try that again. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this evening. I don't know how many people fish those tournaments, 50, 75, 100. Not really sure. There was a lot of boats out here this afternoon. Pretty tough to compete with that, but the machine got it done for me. That's the first fish on the machine this year. I'm sure that's not going to be the only one. I don't know if that tournament's going on tomorrow or not. I'll probably get up about daylight, maybe in the morning, and try to get out here and fish a little bit before they get out there. But anyway, we're going to wrap this one up. Stay tuned for the next video. You never know what we're going to be fishing with. Something old, something new, something handmade, something blue. You'll just have to stay tuned for the next video to find out. Thank you guys for watching.